Imagine this. You're enjoying your favorite show, relaxing after a long day, maybe with your family gathered around the TV. Suddenly, the lights start to flicker and dim, casting strange shadows across the room. Without warning, the TV screen goes black, leaving you staring at your own reflection. You rush to check the plug, press the power button, and hope for the best, but nothing happens. Your TV is completely dead. This frustrating scenario is all too common in many households. Every year, countless people lose expensive devices like TVs, laptops, and even smartphones because of sudden power surges. A power surge can strike at any time, during a thunderstorm, or even on a clear day when you least expect it. It doesn't just break TVs. Surges can fry computers, ruin fridges, and even damage your phone while it's charging. These problems aren't just annoying, they can be a huge financial burden, costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Replacing electronics and appliances adds up quickly, especially if several devices are damaged at once. Sometimes you might not notice a small surge right away. The damage can be slow and silent. Over time, even minor surges wear down your device's internal parts, shortening their lifespan without you realizing it. After a storm, you may discover more and more things in your home have stopped working. Or when big appliances like washing machines or air conditioners turn on and off, they can trigger surges too. The risk is always present, even on a perfectly normal day when everything seems fine. Power surges are silent threats, lurking in your home's wiring, ready to strike at any moment. But the good news is, you don't have to live in fear. You can take action to protect your home and your valuable electronics. Installing a surge protection device is a smart, proactive step that shields your entire home from these invisible dangers. It's simple, affordable, and can save you a lot of money and stress in the long run, giving you peace of mind every day. A power surge is a sudden spike in electrical voltage that travels through your home's wiring. It's an unexpected and rapid increase in the amount of electricity flowing through the circuits, and it can happen in the blink of an eye. Think of it like a wave that's much bigger than normal, an electrical tsunami that rushes in without warning, overwhelming everything in its path. This surge of energy races through your wires in a flash, moving much faster than you can see or react to. Even though the spike might last for just a fraction of a second, that's all it takes to cause serious damage to your electronics and appliances. There are actually many reasons why power surges happen, and they can occur more often than you might think. The most common cause is lightning strikes during thunderstorms. When lightning hits near your home, it can send a massive surge of electricity through the power lines. But surges can also happen when the power company switches equipment or restores power after an outage, causing a sudden rush of electricity. Sometimes large devices in your house, like air conditioners or refrigerators, switch on or off, creating a sudden demand for power that can trigger a surge. When this happens, it can send a surge through your home's electrical system, putting your devices at risk. Power surges can also travel through phone and cable lines, not just electrical lines, reaching your electronics in unexpected ways. That's why you sometimes lose your modem or router after a storm, even if your power seems fine otherwise. Even if you have a good fuse box or circuit breaker, a strong surge can still get through and harm your valuable electronics and appliances. In short, a power surge is a quick, big jump in voltage that can strike at any time, often without any warning at all. It hits your electronics hard, sometimes destroying them instantly and leaving you with costly repairs or replacements. That's why it's so important to have protection in place, like surge protectors, to keep your home and your devices safe from unexpected electrical spikes. A surge protection device, or SPD, is like a bodyguard for your home's electrical system. Its job is simple. It blocks or diverts extra voltage away from your valuable electronics. If there's a surge, the SPD steps in and stops it from reaching your devices. There are different kinds of SPDs. For home use, the most common is the Type 2 SPD. This type is made to be installed in your main electrical panel. It protects everything in your house at once. You don't need to plug every device into a special strip. The SPD does the hard work for you. Think of the SPD as a traffic cop. When too much electricity comes in, it directs the extra power safely to the ground. This keeps your lights, TV, fridge, and other devices safe and working. With a good SPD, you get peace of mind. It works all day, every day, protecting your home from sudden surges, big or small. Where do you put the SPD? The answer is simple. It goes in your main breaker panel. This is sometimes called the distribution board or fuse box. This is the heart of your home's power system. It's where the electricity from outside comes in and spreads out to every room. Installing the SPD here means it can catch surges before they reach any of your outlets. It protects the whole house at once. You don't need to buy a special surge strip for every outlet. One device in the right place does the job for all your gadgets and appliances. Most main panels have a metal rail inside called a DIN rail. This is where the SPD usually snaps or screws into place. Some panels may have a special spot for surge protectors. Either way, it's best to follow the instructions that come with your SPD. Putting the SPD in the main panel is the smartest way to keep your home safe. It's the first line of defense against dangerous surges. Before you do anything with your electrical panel, safety comes first. Electricity is dangerous. Even a small mistake can cause a shock or a fire. That's why you must be careful, use the right tools, and never rush. First, always turn off the main breaker before you open the panel. This stops power from coming into your home while you work. Use a voltage tester to double-check that everything is off. Wear rubber-soled shoes and safety gloves. Only use tools with insulated handles. Never use metal tools with bare hands. If you are not used to working with electricity, it's best to call a licensed electrician. Don't risk your safety or your home. Electricians have the right training and equipment for the job. There's no shame in asking for help if you need it. Remember, your safety is more important than saving a few dollars. Take it slow, be careful, and don't guess. Always follow the instructions from the SPD manufacturer too. Now that you've taken the necessary safety precautions and are properly equipped, you can begin the process of installing the SPD or surge protection device in your electrical panel. The first step is to carefully open the main panel cover. Make sure you have enough light and space to work comfortably. Use a screwdriver to gently remove all the screws holding the panel cover in place. Take your time to avoid stripping the screws or dropping them inside the panel. Once the screws are out, set the cover aside in a safe spot where it won't get damaged or stepped on. Now take a look inside the panel and locate the DIN rail. This is an important part of the installation process. The DIN rail is a sturdy metal bar that's designed to hold breakers and other electrical devices securely in place. Next, take your SPD out of its box and inspect it. Make sure you have all the necessary mounting hardware included. Most SPDs come with either clips or screws for mounting onto the DIN rail, but double-check your model to be sure. Place the SPD onto the DIN rail, then snap or screw it into place according to the manufacturer's instructions. You should hear or feel a click if it's properly attached. Make sure the SPD is straight, level, and firmly attached to the rail. This helps ensure a reliable connection. Gently test the SPD by touching it. It should not wiggle, shift, or move when you press on it. If your panel doesn't have a DIN rail, don't worry. Check the SPD's installation instructions for alternative mounting options. Some SPD models are designed to be screwed directly onto the panel or mounted using brackets, so choose the method that fits your setup. The key is to always place the SPD as close as possible to the main incoming wires. This ensures the best protection for your home. These main wires are where most electrical surges will first enter your home, so proximity is crucial for effective surge protection. Once the SPD is mounted, double-check that it's secure and properly positioned before moving on. Make sure the SPD does not touch any other wires or devices inside the panel to avoid interference or accidental contact. Finally, leave enough space around the SPD so you can easily access it for wiring and future maintenance. This will make the next steps much easier and safer. Wiring the SPD is one of the most important steps. Each SPD has wires or terminals labeled for live, neutral, and ground. You need to connect each one to the correct spot in your panel. First, plan your wire path. Keep the wires as short and straight as possible. Avoid sharp bends or loops. Long or twisted wires slow down the SPD's response during a surge. Use the right size of wire. usually 10 or 12 gauge, but check your SPD instructions. Connect the live wire to one of the main breaker's live terminals. Connect the neutral wire to the neutral bar in the panel. Finally, connect the ground wire to the ground bar. Make sure each screw is tight. Loose wires can cause heat and fail in an emergency. After wiring, gently tug each wire to check it's secure. Double-check all labels and connections. Neat, short wires help your SPD work its best and keep your home safe. Grounding is the secret to a safe and effective SPD. Without good grounding, surges have nowhere to go. They can loop back and damage your devices. Proper grounding sends dangerous voltage into the earth, away from your home. To check your ground, look for the thick copper wire running from your panel to a metal rod outside. This rod should be buried deep in the ground. Make sure the ground wire is tight and free from corrosion. If you see rust or loose parts, call an electrician to fix it. Use a multimeter to test for low resistance between the ground bar and the ground rod. The lower the number, the better. A good ground connection is usually less than 5 ohms. If you're not sure how to check, ask a pro. Never skip this step. Even the best SPD can't work well without solid grounding. It's the backbone of your home's safety system. So how does the SPD actually keep your home safe? When a surge arrives, the SPD senses the extra voltage instantly. It opens a special path for the surge to flow safely to ground. This happens in less than a blink, faster than any fuse or breaker can react. Your electronics never see the dangerous spike. They keep running as if nothing happened. This protects TVs, computers, fridges, and all your important devices. The SPD resets itself automatically, ready for the next surge. Here's a quick recap. Turn off the main power. Mount your SPD close to the main wires. Keep wires short and neat. Connect live, neutral, and ground. Double-check your grounding. If you're unsure at any step, call an electrician. With a good SPD in place, you can relax. You've taken a big step to keep your home and your electronics safe from surprise surges. It's a smart, simple upgrade, and you'll be glad you made it.